Hello everybody, it's Joe from JLibby Games coming at you with another cool live stream / video. We are again back in Golden Valley just like yesterday. Now, I'm going to explain a couple things before I get started here today. And you guys may not know if notice throughout the stream that some things might be a little bit different. This is because the save actually did not save, and I had to redo everything off screen once again. So I had to rebuild what we had of the coaster. I had to redo the entire year, so we'd be in year 9. So unfortunately, the park didn't save, and I lost everything from the last episode. But because I'm so committed, I went back off screen and tried to replicate every single thing as possible as I could, as best as I could. So here we are. And thankfully, there wasn't too much of our new project. The switchbacks, the queue line a little bit that I had started is going to be a little bit different. I redesigned it just slightly. That's basically the biggest difference as of right now. I even went back into the video and designed the Tiki Chiki restaurant to what it was originally. So again, things might look a little bit slightly different. I probably didn't get the angle completely correct or anything on the coaster, but I got it as close as I possibly could. So I do apologize for that. I'm going to make sure I have to save a little bit more often. It did not auto-save once, which is absolutely ridiculous. I'm actually very shocked about that. I don't think I have it turned off, but it just completely threw me through the loop when I saw that all my progress was gone from the last episode. So that was interesting, but no worries, I'm committed to this park, and I went in before the stream and recreated everything that we had done previously, and hopefully everything is as close. I don't know if I forgot anything, but I might have on some details possibly. I think I put some cornerstones on this. Actually, like so. I think I did that. I don't exactly remember, but we're gonna do it anyways. I didn't spoil the coaster at all. If you were here on the last episode, you would know. The last episode, we already showed off what we have done, so it's not spoiling anything. But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I'm happy to be back. And we are going to reveal what is going to be in 2009 once we hit the month of August. So, construction is going to be in full swing of our 2010 project, and if you didn't know, that is the 10th anniversary for Golden Valley, so it has to be something pretty awesome. I'll just say that. Okay, I think we had some... actually had this around it. Like this, I believe. So, I'm actually picking up my footprints where I left off a couple times here. So we're going to get these taken care of. And you know, again, some stuff might be slightly different. That's because of the lost file and stuff, but I did my best to try and replicate what we already had. So that way we didn't have to go through and figure that out again. So I'm happy I was able to replicate it pretty well, at least I believe. At least I think I did. Alright, so we are just going to get into this, and we're in full construction mode right now. And I think I'm going to go ahead and use the in-game railings here. Oh, railing not elevated. That's why it wasn't doing anything. But I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as much as I am. But we're just going to use the endgame railing. Sometimes I do that as the last minute decision. I trying to figure out what I'm going to use, so. But again, a lot has been revealed for the 2010 project, just from observation, obviously, but that is okay. Alright, I'm going to leave, I think I'm going to leave that one blank for now. But I did make everything the same height and so far, so hopefully everything will make sense in the end. But I hope you guys sit back and enjoy the video. So. Oh, hiding in the trees. There we go, that's a good start to that. But again, I do apologize that we did have some issues again with the issue of losing the park file or not getting it saved. And usually I'm very good at saving my stuff, so that's always usually something I'm good. That's not something I usually mess up on, but I guess I did this time, so. What do we have here? Sometimes I like to make extra block sections. It gives me a little more freedom to do what I want. Train-wise and everything. Alright, enough of that. Okay, good question. Joe deleted a tree? What a tree. What a tree hater. Oh yes, of course. Well, every time I remove a tree, I'll add a tree. I'll add 2 trees. When I try making a coaster, I can never get them to the good rankings, or I can never make them realistic. Do I have any good tips or tricks? Nice question. I've never been great at giving out tips and tricks, but I can kind of give you my knowledge just a little bit. One good tip that I always like to do, or say, is that always find some inspiration. So usually a coaster is inspired by something else that you've seen before. So for instance, take one of your favorite coasters or something, just a tip. Take one of your favorite coasters and make the same kind of coaster with a kind of more original layout, but still have maybe some of the same elements and stuff like that. And one thing I have to say, if you want to get the rating up for the coaster in the game, airtime. That's what I'm saying, airtime. Airtime always makes a lot of difference. So make some big drops and then just have a lot of just little small hills and stuff. Helixes always do good as well. But as realism purposes, you just gotta again, inspire your coaster off of something else. The smooth tool is your friend, and start using a couple smaller segments. I like to use kind of smaller segments sometimes. It's a little more time consuming, but overall you can kind of get a better feel and connection with your ride and control of what you want it to do. So just keep moving. By no means am I the best builder out there for roller coasters or for any of this, but I sure do try. Alright, so we're gonna do this. Each piece is getting placed. But, for example, airtime hills are very useful to get that excitement up a little bit. And I like to, every time I get like an element down of some sorts, I like to go back and do my smoothing. It's always helpful. And just do like one at a time is what I like to do. Don't just like spam the smooth button. I think it actually helps a little bit with keeping your heart lines, if you want to keep your heart lines in the ride. Rather than doing the little 4-meter method, or whatever it's called. Because that can be time consuming, and this just kind of helps a little bit. But boy, do I have a good reveal for you guys when we do get to the month of August. And let me just say, there's more to this ride than anything. Will Chicken be at the announcement? I don't know, we might have a little ticky-chicky thing, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows, you know? Nobody knows, that's the thing. Alright, so we're gonna get the pieces in place here. Here, I'll just select all these. And we're going to select linear synchronous motor. So I'll have some drive wheels. Huh, swear it didn't let me change that at first. Kind of an interesting thing. And then alright, so we're getting a little bit of the aesthetic of the ride here. Where did all my supports go? Well, that makes me mad. Where'd my supports go? There they are. Kind of wonky a little bit here. I don't know if it's just some sort of interesting glitch. Probably a little bit. Probably because I selected all those at the same time. That's okay. As long as we can get it, I don't care. Get it the way that we need to. There we go. Back to normal. Now we need to go here and adjust this, because that is not going to be a target speed. We're going to do different kind of speeds to adjust that by. You know, I'm being secretive about this ride, but I'm not being secretive at the same time. Because it is kind of out there. So it's hard to be secretive. Alright, I'm going back to this building now. You know, what if I just like trolled you guys again and just like made a minor announcement like last season? I could just be like, ha, I fooled you guys again. And then just like cancel this project. I wouldn't do that, just so you know. I know a lot of people are excited for what this is gonna be. Man, you got like no space in that operator's booth, do you? Excuse me. Alright, I'm gonna find an arch. Not that one. So I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, are you trolling us? Why are you trolling us, Joe? But yeah, the announcement will be on August 16th, so we'll save that day. As of right now, we're just going to keep on building. But for the ones that did not hear, that were here on the last stream yesterday, that, yeah, we did all this stuff, and I ended up not saving it. So I went back and replicated the everything that I did as best as I could. So I apologize for that. So everything might be slightly off, but you can't really tell really. A whole lot. I mean, I might have been slightly off just a little bit. But, you know, I mean, like this building, does it look exactly the same? Because I think it is. I even put the sign back over here for Tiki Chicky advertisement. When I put the character back in here again, there he is. He's over here wandering around entertaining some guests. Yes. What's your favorite inversion? Yours is a Cobra roll. I do like Cobra rolls, but I would have to say my favorite inversion. I really like 0G rolls a lot. So maybe a 0G roll. I haven't experienced a 0G stall or anything like that, but I really do like 0G rolls a lot. I don't know if that's too, too boring of an element for some people, but I love 0G rolls. Okay, I just love 0G rolls. 0G rolls are the bomb. And I do want to experience a 0G stall because I've never been able to experience that element before. Alright, let's see where this takes us. We're gonna hug this ground, yo. Alright, let's go back with the smooth tool here. And we're gonna get this all shaped up, hopefully. Go. If you could go to a new amusement park right now, what would it be for you? It'd be Cedar Point. Well, I've already been to Cedar Point, so I can't put that on my list. I kind of want to go outside the US, maybe. If I had to choose one, maybe Europa Park. I really want to visit Europa Park someday in my life. That's one on my bucket list. I've never been that far away from the US, though. Furthest I've been out of the US was Canada. And I didn't even get to go to Canada's Wonderland. What's with that? The one time I'm in Canada, I don't get to go to Canada's Wonderland. This is upsetting. It was a fun trip, though. I did enjoy that trip to Canada. But if I had to choose one in the U.S., it would also probably be maybe Six Flags Magic Mountain. That's the one Six Flags park I kind of want to visit because, it's like the flagship park. The only Six Flags park I've actually really been to is St. Louis, which isn't even that great, so. Let's see, we're only in April right now. We're making good time. There's just a lot more to do after we get the layout done, wink wink. Do I stream Twitch and YouTube at the same time? No, I'm not able to do that, really. I don't think I'm able to do that, unless there's a way with OBS where you can double live stream, which I've never attempted before, and I don't think you're able to. You're only able to pick one at a time. Unless you can run 2 different programs at the same time. I don't know exactly how that would work. Alright, I'm gonna go in and delete a couple of bushes and trees here so we can get a little bit of space. So I can do what I want to do. That's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go up like this. Joe, where did you go? I'm in Canada. Well, I visited pretty much Toronto and Niagara Falls and everything like that. I got to see all that. But yeah, in the Toronto area is where I did visit. And that was like, oh gosh, that was quite a few years ago now. Oh man. It was probably about 5 years ago, honestly. I was there for a all-state band trip, actually. And we visited Canada. The year before that, we went to New Orleans, however you want to say it. Whatever you prefer, however you prefer to say it. But we went to Toronto and we just visited a lot of cool stuff. I enjoyed it a lot. Were you in marching band? Yes, I was in high school. And I got selected to be a part of the Missouri All-State marching band, Missouri Lions Band, which is really fun. Got to meet a lot of new friends and everything, and it was just a blast to be able to travel to some of these places. And actually, when we actually visited New Orleans, I actually got to see, you know, what was left of Six Flags New Orleans and the distance. We didn't go real up close, but I got to see it from a distance, which was kind of cool. What did you play? I played baritone saxophone. But, yeah, marching that huge instrument was always fun. Alright, after we get this element done, we're for sure going to Get some smoothing going in here. A little bit of smoothing. So you can see it's a little janky in some spots. Smoothie all up. Will you make any more parks like Westwood? If you're talking about like theming wise, it depends on what you mean like Westwood. You mean like the same kind of theme or just like another major, are you talking about like a major park? Alright, let's see how this all smooths out. Hopefully it smooths out the way, shapes up the way I want it. Look at that, it's auto-saving. Thank you. Thank you, game. Can I make a superhero theme park? Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I could pull it off, maybe. How good will it be? I don't know. The good thing I feel like is I'm not super rushed on this episode because I already had it started from last episode. Which technically I'm doing it all at once because I had to redo everything. Thanks, game, for not auto-saving. Can't believe I forgot to save it. Which I didn't think I did, but I was like, there's no way I would forget. And then for reals, I couldn't find the file with all the new stuff, and... Okay, so we're gonna go around here. Almost to where we want to be. Just a lot of smoothing. I want this to be great. What's your favorite roller coaster ever? Mine is Top Thrill Dragster at Cedar Point, and mine is also in Cedar Point, but it is not Top Thrill Dragster. It is actually Maverick. It is my favorite coaster of all time that I have ridden. So again, that I've ridden. Cedar Point's probably the best park that I have actually been to, so that has to be my best, my favorite. I know that's a popular opinion too, that Maverick is one of a lot of people's favorite. Alright, that's shaping up. Tiki Chicky coaster confirmed for Golden Valley in 2010. Ooh, favorite inverts. Oh, that's a good one. I haven't been on a lot of, like, the #1 ones. I think the best invert that I have been on is probably Banshee at Kings Island. I think that is my favorite B&M invert that I have ridden. Again, that I have ridden. So I haven't been on, like, Montu or all those other great inverts that are out there that I hear is, like, the best. What is ride going to be called? Well, that you'll find out in August if I announce it. Sorry, I'm just, you know, you never know if I might troll you again, you know. It could happen, you never know. But the best BNM invert that I've ridden best invert that I've ridden is definitely Banshee at Kings Island. I absolutely love that one. I think it's an incredible invert. The drop turn at the beginning is fantastic. I just pretty much love everything about it. But there's a lot of parks that I still need to get out to in my life that I have not yet gotten out to. But to add on to that list, I very much hope to visit Dollywood this year. I really want to visit Dollywood this season, next season. And of course, I have to get to Cedar Point. It's almost become like an annual trip for me. For 2 years straight, I've gone to Cedar Point, so... And now with Steel Vengeance opening, you know, you just kind of have to get out there. That is true, that RMC will be making their debut pretty soon in the timeline here. It's kind of exciting stuff, actually, when you think about it. Like, we're here in May 2009. What rides opened in 2009? The best new ride of 2009, I believe, was Prowler at Worlds of Fun. So that ride opened this year. Do you have any other parks already planned out that you're planning on doing in Planet Coaster? If you haven't heard already, I'm getting ready to launch this month. We're going to be starting a new park called Time City after we complete Arrow Valley and Rustic City. We are going to be starting Time City, which is an incredible planned park that I've actually even did some more practicing on some stuff last night. It is going to be a hugely themed park, about 8. The park is pretty much going to be time themed, so you're going to be visiting all these different points in time through a monorail system, which is going to be an incredible... I'm so excited to get that park started, but I still have a lot more that I'm still planning into it, so... What I was practicing last night was the parking lot for the park, and also the clock tower weenie, because it's going to have this huge weenie, which is going to be a clock tower. It's going to be the weenie of the park, and it's almost going to be, I want you to think kind of maybe Disney World-esque, all 4 parks, but they're all together and connected by a monorail, which acts as the time machine. So, you're gonna have this fabulous entrance and fabulous Main Street area and stuff that just leads you to the time machine. Yes, I would love to definitely vlog my trips for some of the parks that I do visit this year. That would actually be really fun. Because right now I'm looking at Kings Island, Cedar Point, possibly Dollywood. Dollywood's not confirmed yet. That's one that I hope to visit. Then there's also another one I want to visit. I do want to get to Holiday World too on the same trip. Almost went to Holiday World this year, but didn't get around to it, unfortunately, because of timing purposes. So that one didn't end up happening, but I would like to try and hit it this time. What timeline is Time City in? Is it present day or future or past? It's a technically all the above, but it is going to be opening in 2019 officially. Is the opening day. We're going to be constructing it all of 2018, so are you going to do a meetup? I don't know. I mean, I can announce what days I'm going to the park eventually, but if anyone's around that area, sure. You know, if people want to meet up with me, that's awesome. I'm always up to that kind of stuff. When will you make a trip to the West Coast? I have no idea. I wish I could just say, like, exactly when I'm gonna try and get all this stuff done, or do all this stuff, but I have absolutely no idea. Let's see, what do I want to do here? Trees, why do you get in my way? Alright, so now... more trees in my way. How dare they? Everyone's saying what the coaster is. I haven't announced anything. Making all these assumptions that they think are true. What makes you think this is a coaster? This could be a ride to the bathroom or something. Did you ever consider that? Yeah, no, I bet you didn't. No one did that. Now we're gonna have some smoothing to do here. Alright, to be continued on that. What are we in May? Gonna do some extra smoothing throughout here. There we go. As for using the adventure pack, you'll be seeing a lot of the adventure pack in the End Time City, so we will be using a lot of pieces from the adventure pack in Time City. So in a way, yes. Maybe even eventually Golden Valley, you never know. Alright, a bit more smoothing here and there. Smoothing tool is your friend. Just remember that. Alright, that's looking good. Alright, we're a tad bit into the terrain here, so we're just gonna dig a little hole to fix all this. We're still working in the dark a little bit. As long as the ride has some supporting to it. There's the daytime. Pew. What song is on right now? Good question. This one is called A Place in Heaven 5. It's on Epidemic Sound, so... The countdown is on to the reveal, isn't it? Dang. Dang. Here, perfect. Chainless stone. I'm just kidding. Of course. My banking offset changed. Alright, I'm gonna angle this way a little bit. We're gonna continue here. I just keep saying in my head, smooth tool is your friend, smooth tool is your friend. Can always adjust the terrain to what we need. Alright, before we get too far, we're going to do a little bit more smoothing. Yeah, smooth tool is your enemy sometimes. But I like to think a little more positive and think that it is kind of sometimes my friend. Sometimes I gotta count on it. See, don't get rid of my heart line too much, smooth tool. I like it. I like my heart line. Don't get rid of it. See, the way I use the smooth tool is a little bit different than most people. I don't sit there and spam it. I just sit there and do one at a time. One click at a time and move on to a different piece. I think it works a lot better, especially if you want to, for the most part, keep more of your heart line in there. As you can see, it's still there. But the heart line is still intact there. You just got to use it correctly. I don't know, I'm actually pretty happy about that. Look at that. Is Planet Coaster worth the price? Absolutely. Just coming for me, I say absolutely. You like looking at Heartline? Yes, me too. I mean, look at... If you like looking at it, let's take a even closer look. You can see how it bends over to the other side a little bit. Just to get that Heartlining in. Yes, it is quite nice. Let's see if I can't figure out why there's no supports here. I at least want one support to come up on this. But there's none currently. Let's see if we can't get one, some supporting in here. Sometimes if you click on and off with the supports, it'll come... No? Nope. Looks like we might have to make our own custom support right there. As much as I love inverting coasters, there's some coasters I love where it just almost goes upside down, but it's not quite upside down. I love those kind of elements, and this is kind of what that is. You know, you're going to be going upside down, your feet are going to be over your head, but at the same time, it's like, is that really... Now, I don't think there's any collision on supports when it comes to, like, trees and stuff. I don't think so, but I'm going to delete these bushes just to see. As you can see, trees, because there is no collision with them, support-wise, so... I don't think that has anything to do with it. Then again, I could be wrong. Who knows? I don't know. I think it's just because of the custom thing that I did. Maybe that's what it is. Alright, this is starting to look good. If you're a guest right now, probably getting a little excited. You can't really see anything, and that's the idea, is when you're a guest, you can't really see much of this ride. That's a good thing. Yeah, that's my guess, is the supports don't work with the way I custom built the thing, but it's okay, because I think I got an idea of what I'm going to do for that anyways, so... So don't worry about that. No need to worry. All I gotta do is be happy. That's a little bit too big. Okay, so it looks horrendous right now. But it will all look good here in just a little bit. At least, that's the hopes. Looks a little rough around the edges at the moment. We're gonna see if we can keep as much heartline as we can. So don't worry. That is 86 feet tall right there. But with some smoothing, probably make it go down just a little bit more, to be honest. Man, isn't the suspense killing you guys? We're not even into July yet. Doesn't that make you go crazy? Not even into July. It's not even July yet. So we're just gonna touch up just a little bit more. Always scared on those pieces because I know how the smooth tool likes to work sometimes. We got it down another foot there. Want to make sure it has plenty of momentum in certain spots. Alright. Whew, that's a lot of work right there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and save, because that is a lot of work that I don't want to have to try and replicate, especially layouts. Coaster layouts are going to be too hard to replicate, in my opinion. Because I don't want that happening again. Alright, we saved. Alright, let's see. See, it's getting rid of it for the most part, but it is trying to get rid of it. When you do that rough little smooth tool, like I said, it can be your friend, but it can also be a little bit of your enemy at the same time. So we roll it out this way just a little bit. Trying to roll it enough because I know the smooth tool is going to bring it in, but I'm going to try diminish the effects of it a little bit. We're gonna see if we can possibly get this shaped up. Always a tough thing. It's not looking bad. You can still see a heart line, and you can see a heart line in there. The biggest test is when you actually ride it and to see how much how rough it is. As you want the heartline, but you want the POV to be smooth at the same time. Oops, I hate it when I accidentally click on another piece. It's the one thing I hate about when I'm building close to other places. One thing I love is outside bank turns. Boy, will I tell you what. Okay, in order to do this next part, we're gonna have to clear just a pinch more land. My gosh, music, don't play over me. I'm just now having breakfast. Well, what time is it in your time zone? It's about 3 o'clock. 3:17 where I live right now. Maybe you're across the earth and it's breakfast time. I don't know. I live in Central time, so I'm at 3:18 right now. Are you guys excited? We're in July. We have just over a month left before announcement day. I hope you guys are super excited. Okay, I'm gonna do something which I don't normally do, but I need to figure something out, so I'm gonna have to push this test button. I'm gonna have to adjust stuff, so. I don't know what the launch speed is on this thing. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Okay, so a couple things that I need to work on. We're gonna slow the launch down just a pinch here. What am I clicked on? I don't know, I think the second launch was pretty decent. Speed-wise. Let's see where we're at here. 60 miles an hour. Actually need to go ahead and put a catwalk on those. And this. So. And it's got some good speeds to it. All right. I wanted to see the first launch again. I actually missed it. At 62 miles an hour. That's where we're at. Bew. Alright, I think I'm going to, just like you said, shrink the trains by one less car on this. Like it should be. So now in reality, that's the... Let's try 4. Alright, hits about 60 miles an hour right there. Alright, we're gonna edit back to the track. I don't want to spend too much time. I was just examining all the results and stuff. Okay, click on it. Alright guys, we're getting close to the announcement day. You guys excited? Gotta smooth out this element. Boom. Majayam. Alright. Kinda wish it was a little lighter out. Oh wait, I forgot I can control if it's light or dark. Haha. Alright, we're just going to use the multi-selection tool because it's a little easier. And off we go. I guess I went a little wider than I thought I would. Oh well. Hey, I clicked off of you. I did it. Well, let's see. Oh, it's almost August. I'd adjust that. Maybe. We'll see. We're almost done with the layout. As we make a turn around. Am I still testing? I can't remember. Yeah, it is. Okay. As long as it's still testing. Get you to 0 in no time. I'd love to see a scenario for me too, soon too. And I don't know if you know, but I'm actually going to be using, making the blah, 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 that one Rustic City into a scenario. And when I say scenario, I mean like a full-out scenario, not like what I did in that one small challenge. That was on the beach. Alright, we have a lot of smoothing to do right now, so I'm actually going to adjust this section. And then we're gonna do magnetic brakes. We got 10 days, guys. I go snap off. Oh, that's what I messed up on. This is going to be another block section. Oh, I can make angled block sections? I didn't know that. No way. It's incredible. Amazing. Oh gosh. Whoops. Ah. Is anybody excited for the announcement in literally 6 days? We're almost here. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Since we've lost some momentum, we can actually make a tighter turn here, so I'm gonna do just that. I am just going to change all that. And this last turnaround could use a little bit of reshaping. I don't like that last duck there. Alright, we can get rid of that last section there. Due to the fact I think we've lost enough momentum to where the brakes will be able to, those brakes will be able to slow it down, no problem, so. Alright, we'll see if that helps out a little bit, getting rid of that last brake section piece. Still a tight turn at the end, but it might just work out. Can you show the right layout, please? I guess so. There it is. Woo! Alright, are you guys ready? I don't know if you guys are ready. We're going to be making the announcement of this thing right about very soon. Right about now. Alright, welcome. Alright guys, we're here. We are level. And we are here in Golden Valley for the official announcement to see what's coming in our 10th anniversary year of 2010. Behind me is the construction site of where we've been working on this ride for nearly 2 years now. And I hope you guys are excited as much as I am to announce this. Alright, so without further ado, we're going to go ahead and silence the music. Just going to go ahead and silence that music so I can talk, okay? So behind me, you can't see too much because of all the trees and everything that is in the way. But we are so proud of this park and excited that we're very excited that we're approaching our 10th year. And as you know, this is our 9th year, and tomorrow, next season, we'll be celebrating our 10th year of operation already. It's incredible to really think about this, that we've been in operation for this many years. And I'm very excited that, here on National Roller Coaster Day, we're here to excitedly announce what we have behind us here that we've been working so hard on. So this project has been quite a few years in the making, and I will say we've been prepping for this 10th year of operation for quite some time now. And I will say that it's going to be incredible. That's all I can say. So I would like to also say this is going to be the biggest announcement in park history, being that this will be our largest single investment for the park's history, topping off our River Rapids ride, Thunder River, a couple of seasons ago, quite a few seasons ago. So that is going to be incredible. I know a lot of coaster enthusiasts that came out last season were a little disappointed on what we had to announce for the 2009 season, but the wait is going to be worth it, trust me. And we're excited to present to you this video that will give out a couple of details and reveal what is coming in 2010. I hope you guys enjoy. Alright guys, that was it right there. I am proud to announce Forest Chaser will be opening in 2010, and it is going to be an incredible thrill. You guys, I'm excited, so excited for this announcement. I've been keeping it hush-hush for 2 years now, and anyways, we'd like to thank the manufacturers we have partnered with for this attraction, world-class manufacturer Intamin, who are going to be building this coaster for us. The layout is nearly complete already. They've done a lot of track work over these last 2 years, and there's so much more. There is so much more to this park or this ride than what you're seeing. So it's going to have a max speed above 60 miles per hour. It's going to have 2 upward launches, so 2 slanted launches. They're not going to be flat. There's going to be a couple of inversions, which some may count as inversions, some may not, with a 0G roll, and also a couple of parts where your feet are over your head, but you're not quite the 180 degrees upside down. So anyways, it's Intamin has been a fantastic ride, and we actually have visited some other creations that they have done, and one of those being recently, about 2 years ago, Intamin unveiled the roller coaster Maverick at Cedar Point, which was the best new ride of 2007, and I can guarantee you that this will be the best new ride for 2010. You're not going to want to miss it, and ever since we rode Maverick, we said we have to have a ride like this in one of our parks. So There's going to be a lot of theming elements to this. Forest Chaser is kind of themed to chasing in the forest, and it's going to be an incredible throw. You're going to be going in and out of trees everywhere. It's in the woods pretty much, and it's going to be incredible. The sensation you're going to have hugging the ground. It uses the terrain to its advantage. It stays low to the ground. It's a high-speed ride, and I don't think we have to talk much more. Who wants to get a front seat POV of... oh gosh, I'm stuck here. Oh. Front seat POV of Forest Chaser. Alright, here we go. This is going to be, again, our biggest... This has been our biggest announcement in park history. I hope the POV doesn't lag for you guys, by the way. This is my first time seeing it in the POV style, so again, we're gonna have to adjust it anyways. For the most part, pretty smooth so far. Oh, I love the twists and turns. A couple of adjustments still need to be made. Oh, I love how it's just gonna whip you around. I love those things. Looked like it was a little jerky on that inversion. And then I still haven't gone through the entire smoothing process on this last section, so just ignore it for right now. Then we got the last little turnaround, kind of a helix-ish kind of element. Again, smoothing not complete yet, by the way. Alright, what do you think? Alright, so Intamin is going to be building this ride for us. It is going to be incredible, thrilling, and I think it has potential to be the best new ride in 2010 on the Golden Ticket Awards. Well, a 95-degree drop. What we did was we took a lot of elements from Maverick, threw them in, and we wanted to make this ride even more thrilling than Maverick itself. Even though its top speed isn't as fast as Maverick, it still packs a punch, staying low to the ground and giving an incredible ride. I love the sensation of launching at an angle. It's amazing. Our launches are very, very intense. It feels like you're going to be doing a lot of stuff. There's going to be a lot of theming throughout the ride, which has not been put together just yet. And it's going to be an incredible sensation. So I hope you guys are excited for this ride as much as we here at the staff here is for this new attraction to come to life this year, next season, to celebrate our 10 years of being in operation. Alright, so, announcement all aside, Forest Chaser is going to be starting to come together, hopefully very soon. It's going to shape up. We're going to be throwing in some theming elements as well. Let me get the music back online here. There we go. So I don't know about you guys, but I just absolutely love Intamin Blitz coasters. You guys figured it out pretty quickly what it was as soon as I started putting some track in, especially in the last episode and stuff. As soon as you make the first drop and stuff, oh, they're like Intamin Blitz. And I love the interchangeable cars, so we can actually put like Intamin trains on the this. And I'm using the track from Gerstlauer Eurofighter because it has the appropriate things we need, and it, you know, it resembles Intamin's track probably the best out of all of them. So but honestly, I thank you guys so much for supporting this series. You guys have loved this series just as much as I have, and you guys are always requesting for it, so I'm always happy to bring it around all the time. Or when I do get around to it, I'm happy to bring it to you guys. I know I haven't been on it as much lately, but I didn't want to keep you guys too much waiting on the suspense of this ride being built. So I went ahead and live streamed this today because I know you guys would be excited over it. This last section is supposed to kind of like emulate, you know, the back and forth, you know, kind of motion you get when you're running through the forest. I knew I kind of wanted, from the very beginning, knew I was going to do like a forest-themed kind of run. I considered a lot of different names, actually. I considered Forest Runner, Forest Run, Forest Rush, Forest Flight, and, you know, I don't know, I liked Forest Chaser a lot. It sounded different, unique, something that I haven't heard on a roller coaster before, so. And it's supposed to simulate kind of like you're getting chased through the forest by some beast or monster is chasing you. That's kind of a little bit of the theming idea to it. Alright, I'm gonna get that kind of out of the way. What we're gonna do now is we're actually gonna go into some painting here. All the new sections I brought in. We're gonna be adding a lot more trees and stuff too to fill in the gaps. That's really gonna go in there. I'm gonna turn this align to surface off. And we're gonna add some trees throughout here. I like how it just like goes in and under itself quite a few times too. So it is and essentially kind of compact a little bit in some sections. Alright, so you're going to be running through the forest here with all the trees in the way. Alright, one thing we have to do is get the queue line and just the area that is going to go in here. So what we're going to be doing here is I'm going to be deleting these items. I wanted to go ahead and keep testing. Oops, if I can remember how to type. Apparently I don't remember how to type. There's Forest Chaser. That's right, I have it paused. I forgot I had it paused. Okay, so we're gonna go terrain and we're gonna level out this section here. So we're going to sculpt, flatten to foundation. I want all this flat right here. So when we create the kind of like the area, and stuff, we're going to be going on flat ground. So we're going to head to pathways. And we're gonna grab the align to grid right here. And then I'm going to make some steps going down from here. One thing I was excited that what I'm going to be doing here is also be adding a priority pass, which will connect back over there. What city is Golden Valley in? That's a good question. I'm going to say technically it doesn't have a city that it's in. It's kind of its own thing. Not as boring as that sounds, but... we also have to do an exit as well, so... I'm going to get a piece of normal pathway. We're going to head up with the width a little bit. What we're gonna do is, this will pretty much connect with this path over here. Like so. And this path will connect over here. Like so. So there's not going to be too much to it. I guess we have to create an exit first. Alright, now we got to figure out which way we want to go. I think it'll be easier to go this way and connect right there. So we're gonna do this. Create a staircase heading down. And hopefully we are at a good enough spot to head underneath this. Whoops. Head this way. And that's gonna line us up with our exit. So the exit of the ride is going to be that. Not going to lie, that path looks horrible right now, but we're not done. See, I have an ally on my side. It is called scenery and trees. So you judge too fast. I'm just gonna say that. It only looked horrible because it had nothing to complement it. Alright, went a little too far on that one. So now we're going to add some trees. We're also going to add some path extras. And some bins. Recycled bins. We also still have to add a priority pass, which will go from here up to there. And we have to finish up the queue line as well. Alright, so we're going to start off with all the corners here. And we're going to be able to put multiple supports throughout here like so. Columns. Alright, so we're currently in September. We're going to be trying to manage time as best as I can. Haha. Don't worry, I think we're in a pretty good state of time right now. So coaster layout's done. All we have left is scenery and just kind of decorating the area to get it kind of finished up. I feel like I'm on a time limit with this music as it builds up. So right now we're just making the building and stuff, and now after we get all that done, we're going to be doing a couple of theming items as well. Because right now we just have buildings, and that's about it. We want to do more than that. Okay, let me see where this ended up. Yes, green on excitement, but the fear is actually yellow. I don't know if it's too much fear or is that not enough. It looks like it's kind of a little bit too much fear. Interesting. But it is green on excitement, just barely. It's just over 6.0. Alright, so first things first, before I get too far, I'm going to go ahead and enable the priority pass. We're going to do a priority pass entrance. And a priority pass exit over here. And now we will connect the two. Alright, I'm going to start this at angle one piece sooner. And it should line up quite nicely. There we go. And there's the priority pass. Alright, so over here in the entrance, we're going to be doing something cool. We're going to be... So we have the outdoor section first for the queue line. This is going to be covered, and I mean covered, with some of my favorite things. Some of you might know what that means. Those who haven't been around the channel as much, or new, might not know what I mean. So probably have the most theme for a ride in the park. And now one of my favorite parts. Oh, trees. You know what time it is. Forest time. Alright, we're still early September. I think we're still in a good time frame right now, so... One important thing that we still need to do, though, is definitely lighting on the ride. Lighting is very important when it comes to Golden Valley. Golden Valley is supposed to have a stunning nighttime experience. Okay, so now we're still in scenery. We're going to go into wall climbers. And we're going to line to surface here. And we're just going to have it kind of dangling over just a little bit. Yeah. This will just add just a little bit more scenery-esque scene themes. Whatever. I have no idea what actually I just said. In other words, I love to add vines and wall climbers around. They're just so nice. Alright, so we can't forget the exit side. When you're done with this park's never going to be complete, though. It's always being worked on. It will never be complete. It's an active park. No park will ever be complete. Well, technically it's not. Like, it will never be fully complete. Never. Technically. Alright, that's a good piece for those. And when I say no park will ever be complete, what I mean by that is it will always have more to add to it. They'll always be upgrading, updating the park. Like a real park. Okay, why don't we get a nice support structure for this exit ramp pathway, so... Because it does not have one, and it needs one. Why is there a vendor going over here? There's nothing for you over here. Alright, that will be good for that. Heck yeah, that's brilliant. Alright, we're September right now, year 9. We're gonna save, because I don't want to lose any progress. We're gonna go a little crazy with some trees here. Just a pinch. No, just a little bit. Oh, where do I want to go with this? We're losing quite a few frames, to say the least. Alright, what's the theming? It should be 100. If it's not 100%, I don't know what would be. Look at that prestige. Holy crap. Alright, I actually want to recolor the trains here. And test something out here. Alright. I want to go for a very dark brown color. Kind of give that log feeling. Keep those black right there. Can't recolor this restraints, I don't believe. Which kind of sucks. Now here's going to be the challenge. We're going to do block sectioned. We'll see how many trains we can have up at one time here. Thought I put a block section back here. Maybe it's not long enough. It's possibly not long enough. But we'll try out 3 trains here and see what happens. So the next train can't leave until this one hits the second launch section. So I think it's spaced out evenly enough to work out properly. Which is more realistic, No Limits 2 or playing a coaster? Most likely, I would have to say No Limits 2, most likely. It would be a better answer for that, for coaster realism, but playing a coaster is just a little bit more casual, user-friendly, so It has a little bit of unrealism to it, just slightly. Oh man, look at that. I only stopped for like half a second, which is okay. So it's timed pretty nicely, I would say, for operating with 3 trains. And just, it's got a beautiful layout, I think, too. I like the way it's spread out, and it's a nice long ride, too, I think. Let's see, what's the results for the length, duration? All right, here's the official statistics. Duration is 88.8 seconds, so it's just over a minute, about a minute and a half, actually, which I actually am very shocked that it's that short. I felt like it was longer. With a track length of 3,836 feet, not too bad, but not great. With a max speed of 60 miles per hour, average speed 30 miles an hour, which is actually pretty high. Biggest drop is 80 feet. A number of inversions, it says 3, but there's 1 full inversion on it. Airtime count of 5. Total airtime duration 1.9 seconds. Again, I don't think that's ever accurate in real life. I always thought that was kind of phony. So the idea with this coaster is it's going to draw crowds over to this side of the park. That's really the idea that goes with it. Because there's so many people on the left side of the park right now, we want to draw more crowds over to this side, since there is not a lot of people on this side of the park. And eventually, one day, I do want to connect the pathways around here, around Timber Express here, so it's a complete circle. That is what I want to do. And then we'll expand even further from that. Alright, so we're going to ride it one more time. See if there's a couple of spots I need to change here. I'm sorry for the frame rate on this. It's going to be a little rough, but that's just how it is right now, because we're just getting a little more detailed with the park, and it's making it go in that direction, so. One thing I do wish we kind of had the option of is double load stations, kind of like Maverick, and then also where they can unload in a different spot as well. That'd be kind of a nice little touch, I think, for a future update. Something I would like to see personally. What's the third coaster? The Timber Express, Forest Chaser, and the other one is Thunder Mountain, over in the Thunder-themed area of the park. Is what I call it, because you have Thunder River and Thunder Mountain, kind of like the dynamic duo. All right, so you guys ready to launch? Here we go. The music just goes with it, right? Just gonna whip you over that top. Get a pop of airtime. Then I love this right here. You start to go over in an inversion, then it twists you back the other way. It's just awesome. Then you got airtime moments, twists, and turns. I love them. And it follows the terrain quite well, too. And then we're going to go into this second launch section. Launches you into what's almost an inversion. It's close enough, I think. Then we go into a 0G roll, which isn't completely smooth, but it's not bad. Then we run through the forest here, getting chased by that monster that we're trying to get away from. Again, I apologize for the frame rate, just how it is right now. Park's just getting a little more detailed, so it's just really affecting the frame rate quite a bit. I'm quite happy with the layout, for sure. Alright, there's a couple touches. It's already October, jeez. Alright, there's a couple touches I want to add. We're going to create a entrance sign here. For the ride itself. Get angle snap out of here. And I have an actual custom logo to use on this, so I actually have not moved it into the front the files yet, so I'm going to do that now. I do have a PNG file and a JPEG. I think we're going to use the JPEG. And we're going to move it to the Frontier folder. To the user media. There it is. Hopefully that worked. Hopefully I did that correctly. I might have clicked out of it too quickly before it copied, which would be my bad. Okay, so we got this. Here's the entrance sign. We're going to go image, user. It should be alphabet. Is it in alphabetical order? I'm going to go ahead and press refresh. There it is, Forest Chaser. Should have made a different colored background since it's a white background kind of out there, but that's okay. I'm going to diminish that effect a little bit here. Maybe. We're actually going to edit this building. And we're going to add some effects to it. Just kind of, decorate it up a little bit more. I wonder if I could get this. Probably not. Didn't think so. So yeah, we're going to use a custom picture for this one. Custom photo. So we have the Forest Chaser logo. Everything like that. We're going to add some wall climbers here. Keep an eye on time as well. Just to make you go, ooh. Nice. And then the way the sun's positioned right now is not helping. Let's go PM. Not 10 o'clock, but let's go around 3 p.m. where the sun's on the other side. Yeah. Pretty nice. Just having all the vines hang off the structure and stuff. I love it. Okay, so let's go into some path extras here, and I'm going to add a couple more benches around the area. Couple of bins. We're going to go to nature. And then just kind of clean this up. As opening day will approach soon. We're already in the 16th of October. One thing I want to do, I'm going to go ahead and pause the game for this. So we're going to head into nighttime, and we got to do some lighting still. So I want to make sure this is all correct. So we're going to go into building. Lights. We're going to get the floodlights. I'm going to go ahead and get aligned surface turned off. And guess what color we're using? Haha. Alright, we're going to continue this throughout the lift hill. About every other gap here. Aha. Alright, we'll keep that in the darkness. I guess I suppose I ran out of music. I think that's where I'm gonna say about the music just gone. It's just gone. Alright, so now we're gonna... It's time to get some more regular lights in here now. My tree's in the way. Lots of green in there. So, in other words, it's just going to be lots of green. Pretty much. mixed in with some brownish color here. Alright, it's getting too quiet here. Too quiet. There we go. Gonna light up this little planter here. Now we're gonna head into scenery and add some lights. Yeah, I love the buildings here in the entrance. It's just great. I'm not gonna lie, I love it. Alright, that's gonna be it's just a great addition right there. Great addition to the park. I think it's a great fit. Just all the above. Well, I guess I never did a teaser on the wall. Oh well. Too late now because it's already been announced and everything. Oh, one thing that I definitely wanted to add. That would be cool. There's some special effects. We're gonna go ambience. See what the medium does for us. Epic. Well, look at that. It's just a major thing. Just a couple more small additions to be added. Left to do, and we'll be on our way. Looking forward into the future years. I bet the guests are not ready for this. They're not ready. They're not going to be able to handle it. It's too much epicness, amazingness to it. Now you take a look at the prestiges all the way jacked sky high. It's 5 stars, 1181. Is that the highest in the park? We're about to find out. 1181 prestige. $11.81, still the highest. Oh, it's even higher than Thunder Mountain. Yes, it will have the largest prestige out of all the rides, so people are going to want to ride this for sure. And it's going to draw a lot of people, a lot of crowds into the park, of course, so that's incredible to think about. And just, whew. I love watching it zip through this element right here. Look at the skyline from right here. Holy poop. Alright, pause for a second. Pause for a second. Look at this. This is a brilliant picture. Alright, I'm going to change the... Let's go about 3 o'clock in PM. Oh. Oh my. I gotta find the perfect lighting setting for this. Go noon. It's about noon right there. There's 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock. $11 a.m. is pretty good. No, I think 12 p.m. was... Noon was pretty good, too. Just get great lighting. I just gotta get a snap screenshot of this. That's brilliant. Alright, I kind of want to do a review of all the rides here. So when Golden Valley opened in its first year in 2001, it was just this right here. This is all it was. It was this little, you know, it had shops and stuff. It had a Ferris wheel. It had a little water show, which it still does. And that's where it all began, pretty much. In 2002, the second operating season, they added an addition over here. I believe we added Iron Claw the second year. Correct me if I'm wrong. The third season, I think we did all this over here. Fourth year was this. Fifth year was the Rapids. Sixth year. Seventh. No, I forgot something. This is 9. This will be 10. I lost track. I'm gonna have to rewatch everything to remember. I forgot about the wooden coaster. I don't think I involved that, that's why. Which was the first coaster of the park. Alright, we're almost there, so we are going to go in and start clearing this area. You just approach it and you're like, oh man. Forest Chaser. Was it the 30th? We're almost there. Are you guys ready to open this bad boy? And let's see how many guests just embrace it when it opens. Alright. 31st. And it is... Oh! And it is going to... open now. Alright. It is the first... We are open for business. And let's just see how many guests embrace this coaster. Just the crowds just might as well just flee over to the right. Is that trash? Oh, those are just birds. So I was like, is that trash? It's awaiting passengers. Alright. Who's going to ride it first? Which guests are going to ride it first? I bet the guests are gonna swarm in now. All the guests coming in now are strictly going to want to ride this ride. Looks like everyone's heading over. At least we'll spread the park out just a little bit more. That way it's not too busy on one side. Even it out a little bit, you know? Transfer track, yes, I know I left that out on this ride. I did notice that, but don't worry. As a guest, oh, they're all heading over there. Just look at them go. I don't even know if I have a kiosk stand that sells priority passes. Because I do have a priority pass line on this. But alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm going to have to head off here. Guests are loving the ride already. You can tell they're just all heading over there. As you can see, it's actually helping spread the people out a little bit. They're heading this direction now. So there's less, you know, crowds in this left side of the park. So it's going to help a lot with the crowds a little bit. And hopefully it does. It does do what I hope it does, so. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and to end this off, we will, I guess, suppose ride it. I'm gonna have to change trains here. Here we go. Whoops. But anyways, thank you guys so much for riding. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe for more amazing, awesome content like this. And we'll catch you guys in the next episode of Golden Valley, if that's what you see next, or something else in that matter. So, it's been an incredible thrill as we run into 2018. We're getting closer and closer to present day in the simulation here, so I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Alright, real quick, I'm going to go ahead and save the game. Don't want to make that same mistake twice. Just real quick. Alright, unpause. And I'm just going to fast forward until it is. So anyways, again guys, have a great day, even cooler tomorrow, and enjoy the POV. So